never beat the real thing. I'm telling you.
I can't believe I'm saying it. This is 2025, and that is a brand new Wurzels song.
Do you know what? Listening to their accents just reminded me of you watching Clarkson's Farm last night.
Why would that remind you of that?
Because they talk a bit like that, don't they? You know, the guy that nobody can understand what he's saying. He talks a little bit. Yeah, Gerald. He talks a little bit like that. And I was chatting. Well, Sooty was chatting earlier on, and she was saying that they'd now got they've introduced a bull to the farm, haven't they?
Yes, yes.
And somebody says they probably prefer the bull more than Jeremy.
Well, if you're going to see something famous, Bull's probably not up there compared to the Wurzels, which Cheryl's saying, I remember my mum taking me to Hunstanton years ago to see them. Yeah. I assume they still do some live stuff, because they've still got a few of at least one of the original members, haven't they?
I don't know.
I read it online. I can't remember 100%. I'm going to have to double check it before I say it.
You are.
But talking about regional stuff, because that is quite regional, isn't it? You know, you're talking about the West Country accent and all that sort of thing. Well, I'm going to do another cheesy local radio thing when I say this. I'm going to talk about a survey that's been done by YouGov, and they've been asking what Britons say is the most distinctive thing about their region.
Right.
So the region that you come from is called the East Midlands.
Yes.
What would you say is the most distinctive thing about the East Midlands? If you just say, if we distill it down, that is what the East Midlands is about.
Well, it's the Queen of the Midlands, isn't it?
Queen of Midlands. Queen of Midlands is not even on the list. Number 3, East Midlands Airport.
No.
Number 2, Travel Links.
Travel Links?
And number 1, countryside / scenery. Now, I'll give it to you. It's got a lot of greenery out there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain about it. You've got, Sherwood Forest, Robin Hood and things like that. Funny how Robin Hood didn't get that top 3.
Well, if you'd have said Nottinghamshire, I would have said, but because you said the East Midlands combined, I thought, well,
What I also love is 2 of the top 3 most distinctive things about East Midlands are ways to get out of the East Midlands.
it's banging. I don't know what you're talking about.
And that's the most common thing. People go, yeah, the best thing about it is the motorway to get out. And the airport for when you're going on your holidays. Why would you want to come here? Because Scotland, different top 3. Food and drink at number 1. Which I guess, if you tried a bit of haggis or something like that, or a munchie box, if you're talking about special Scottish food. Do you know what a munchie box is?
I don't know.
What it is you take a pizza box at your local takeaway and they fill it with a bit of everything they sell.
Oh, wow.
It's very much a you have it after you've got drunk type deal. It's not something you go, you know what, I'm feeling a bit peckish. I fancy a munchie box this afternoon.
Is that your equivalent of a kebab?
I think it's a stage beyond a kebab. I like what you're thinking, but I think it's that next stage beyond. Number 2 is the people.
Yeah.
So fair enough. Very good people. I am one of them. I've been exiled to the Midlands for a few years now, but I am one of those people. And number 1, same as the East Midlands, countryside / scenery.
Well, I agree with that.
But it's far better in Scotland, let's be honest.
It's got mountains.
Nottinghamshire feels like a knockoff version of Fife. It's just sort of it's like they bothered with the scenery, but they didn't bother putting the mountains in the background, so you get the full effect. And you didn't bother building any fancy bridges. So I want to open this up to you. Maybe it's less than glamorous, but what thing is your local area known for, or what should it be known for? Do give us a call, text, or WhatsApp 07367 85 85 47. That's 07367 85 85 47. And join us in kicking off the Battle of the Regions. Playing that one for Sylvia, it's Phil Collins. No, Sylvia.
It's Rosie.
I'll get it right eventually. 2 hearts on a wee natter. We were chatting about what your area should really be known for, because it turns out, according to a survey, the East Midlands should be known for getting out of the East Midlands, which blows my mind. You've genuinely asked people that choose to live there, why is it such a great place? And you go, it's not, I just want to get out. Considering there's so many great things to do around here. And a few you've been in touch, including PG31 Cat, saying Manchester, music, industry and innovation, footballers and wags. I thought the wags were Cheshire. I thought it was a bit further south for the wags.
I'm not sure,
I'm not 100% sure. The one thing I remember about Cheshire is that they've got the salt mines there.
Yeah.
And when we were at school, they brought the rock salt in to demonstrate, somebody from the mine in to do the education piece, and it made us lick rocks.
Ugh.
Not quite the level of window licking, but it feels like they were trying to take the mickey a bit there. Sylvia saying Basingstoke in Hampshire has always been known for having a lot, and she means a lot, of roundabouts. So the nickname is Donut City.
Is it?
Now, you see, when you say a town or city with roundabouts in the UK, I don't go to Basingstoke. That's not where my head goes. I go to Milton Keynes and Glenrothes.
Yeah.
They are both swimming in roundabouts. Maybe we need to have a competition. Maybe that's why, Swindon has the magic roundabout, so they put 5 in one so they can edge up the league tables for who has the most roundabouts. And pointing out that Stockport has a hat making industry, and it's not just a train station on the way to Manchester. It is its own separate thing. Sandra saying Somerset, cider, Bridgewater Carnival, and Hinkley Point Power Station.
Excellent.
I don't think I've seen anywhere going, you know what, the biggest thing we've got going is Power Station. Maybe other than Doonray, but that's like in the middle of nowhere. Nobody lives there. And Vicky saying, I think West Norfolk is probably the most known to visitors as being where the royals go for Christmas at Sandringham. Yeah, you drive past and go, why do I remember that name? Why is Sandringham sticking in my head? I think it should be well known for its proximity to the Wash, which is such an important area for wildlife, particularly in terms of migrating birds. But then when you say the Wash, I end up thinking canal barges, canal boats and things like that. So you want to be careful with that association.